Well, now we can finally start tackling the lighting that I wanted to put on the dark water aquariums. The black water aquariums, I like that nice little penetrating light in kind of different zones. And because of the filtering, the way the filtering systems are set up on the tank, I'm going to be placing one spotlight kind of here and one spotlight kind of here. Normally on a 6-foot tank, I'd like to put 3, but I'm going to be putting 2. So I'm going to give a shout out to my boy, Joey over at King of DIY. It was an idea I had already, but he did it already. And it was a very simple idea and it works good. So I hit up the local dollar store for these little cool little garbage cans. They're white. They're going to hang nice. Maybe one about there, one about there. We're going to have to, instead of drilling a hole through on brittle plastic, I'm going to melt a hole of the exact size that I need for the pendant light fixtures. Now I went a little bit up. I got these nice fancy cloth wrapped ones. I think it's going to look a little bit more slick. They were a little bit more expensive than the ones that he shared in his link, but I think they're going to work absolutely awesome. So we got the pendant lamps. We've got the shades. White on the inside will act as a reflector. And then I have my local hardware store, and I got some nice 55K LED bulbs that'll give us that nice shimmer. It's really dark right now. There's a reason for that, because I don't know if this video is going to come out before the video of the unveiling of what's in this tank, but I didn't want to, didn't want to spoil the surprise. This is the lighting we're going to use. So first off, these lightings are this is basically a 75 watt replacement, 55K. Basically what I want to do is I want to try this light on those little strips and see how much penetration it gives in the dark water tank. I don't want this tank brightly lit up. Even though this is an LED fixture, I still want to create kind of those moods within the aquarium. And then I've also got enough of those to do the other 160, which is coming along really, really well right there in front of me. And that's going to be the West African tank. It's going to have that same sort of kind of a theme as this one here. But I want to really test out these bulbs to see if they're going to have enough punch, or if I'm going to have to go up to the little bit higher wattage, maybe get the 100 watt equivalent. But we're going to give it a try. Only 11 watts per power for these things. It's super energy efficient. So hopefully it works out. Let's take a peek. So we're standing in kind of total darkness. All the room lights are off. I turned off the timer to the tank so we can get a real effect of what this works like. Again, this is only an 11 watt LED. I didn't know which one Joey had used, but we'll put the link to his video up here in the corner for you guys to check it out, because it's worth checking out. Super, super economical, easy way to do it. My bulbs are a little bit more expensive, and the units that I got, the cords were a little bit more expensive, because I have a unique kind of a novel way that I want to suspend them over the tank. My ceiling isn't finished, and if you guys have ever seen videos, it's really just wires and rough open ceiling here. I've never gotten around to finishing it yet. That's a project down the road. Fish are more important, right? But I want to give you guys the full effect of what this is going to look like. These fixtures also came with a switch directly on them, and they are dimmable, so what we will do is we'll probably put them into the shades. We'll get the shades painted up so they'll blend in nice with the room. We'll get these all ready to go, and then we'll put them all on timers. But I wanted to give you guys the exact same effect that I'm going to see the first time turning it on. So it could be good, could be bad, don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. So you can see what that's going to look like. You already see that shimmer, and it's going to create those nice little zones within the aquarium. That is exactly the look that I'm going for. So once we move some of the clutter, declutter the top of this tank, move some of the critter cages out, once they all find their kind of permanent homes, get rid of that LED strip, maybe clean the glass lids a little bit big, get these on the shade, I think that's going to look absolutely awesome. So the next step is to get these ready. One, I've got to mount the system of which I'm going to suspend all these lights from above this aquarium. It's not something I invented. I've seen it done before, but I think it'll really tie the room in really, really nice together. The second thing I've got to do is I've got to measure this hole. They've got a screw-on collar, which comes off, and it comes off separated so you can put a shade on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure that hole, draw it right onto this thing with a Sharpie, and then I'm going to go and use one of my hole saws outside. I have a lot of wood hole saws, but instead of actually putting it on a drill and drilling a hole through, I'm going to actually just heat it up with the propane torch and just punch it through. Same way I've done for all my vents and all the plastic tubs for the isopods and so forth. But I think that'll make it a nice, and by that little heated edge, it won't be an area that is ever going to want to crack. It'll be a little bit more reinforced with the melted plastic, and that'll look absolutely slick. Let's get to it. Now to paint these, I only want to paint the outside. I want to leave the inside white so it acts as a reflector for the light. What I've chosen to go with is a metallic painter and primer all in one. This one's got slight of a metallic finish. It's going to make it look a little bit more, I guess a little bit more fancy than just flat black, which would also work, but I like this idea better. But the most important thing is that when you're looking at spray paint is make sure that it's usable on plastics, which is critical because it's plastic, right? So we want to make sure that's something that's going to adhere to it. Most spray paints are not designed for use on plastics and they'll just simply wipe off. So make sure you get the right kind. So to hang the lights in a slightly different way and also a way of kind of bringing nature into the aquarium as well as above, I went out into the woods and I found some nice pieces. This one's been in my rock garden for years, so you can see the textures in it. It's all really worn and stuff. It's just a nice piece of, I call it reclaimed beech wood. It's just something I'd find at the beach or in the forest. And then I've got this one here. This one's almost 8 feet long. So we're probably going to use that one over this tank. And we're going to use this one over this tank. Now I've shown you the ceiling how disastrous, but I've gone and put a quick little eye hook there and a quick little eye hook there. And what we're going to do is we're going to use, just from the dollar store, I got a little package of eye hooks and I got some different kind of jute type rope and stuff like that. All stuff that's really, really dirt cheap. So here's the lampshades. They came out way better than expected. We've got that nice little shine. They look like a metallic finish. And of course the inside's nice and white as a reflector. Now what we've got to do is I've taken the collar off of this, the extra collar, which is this piece here, and they just thread on. I'm going to take that upstairs. We're going to mark it, and then we're going to punch a hole through each 3 of these, and then we're going to get them ready to hang. So we just came out to the garage. Sorry, it's always chaotic like this, not the best lighting, but I just went and got my hole saw kit, and this hole saw will fit perfectly through there. So what we're going to do is, you think, well, I'm going to drill it. Nope, we're not going to drill it. As I mentioned, I'm going to attach this to my vice grips. I'm going to heat it up with a torch, and then I'm just going to push it through those buckets, and it'll give me a nice, good, clean hole with a slightly raised edge. Will make it a little bit stronger. So when you take them out of the package, you undo the twist ties. You got your loose little unit. It's got a 2-part collar here. So you're going to take this collar, spin this part off. Then you're going to take your beautiful lampshade that you just made with the hole, and you're going to screw this unit kind of in place. I made them so they're nice and snug and tight. So it's take a little bit of work to get them to fit in there, but then they're going to be a nice, clean, snug unit. Adjust your collar on the top, and then take your collar, the other collar, and put it on the inside there, and then it'll thread on top of that one there. And now you want to take the top and the bottom one and spin them in opposite directions so you get it nice and tight. And that is your pot light. Are pretty awesome. The only issue is I think they need a second coat. They look so opaque with the first coat, but I guess putting all that vast amount of light inside them, shines through the plastic. So I'm just going to take those shades off, which is quick and easy. It's just unscrewing those quick little shades, and I'll take them up in the garage and give them a second coat. But overall, I am super stoked with the look of it. So overall, I really couldn't be more pleased. I think the only issue I find is that it might actually be, to my liking, it might actually be a bit too bright. So I could actually go down and lessen the wattage, get slightly smaller, or I believe these ones, as I mentioned, I believe these ones are dimmable. I could easily put this onto a switch that's dimmable. But you get that beautiful shimmer. I guess it doesn't really show up very well in the video. I just did a water change on the tank. I did it purposely so one, it cleaned the tank up a bit, so it's a bit murky. That wasn't my intention. But it also made the fish that are in there hide a little bit, so I can still keep the kind of secret alive about what fish are actually in there. But overall, I think it looks absolutely awesome. So, hope you enjoyed today's video, my friends. A couple of buckets from the dollar store. These were actually waste bins, so they were about $1.50, $2 a piece. Each one of those light strands was 12 bucks, but as I showed you, they're nice fancy cloth wrapped ones and stuff, so they're definitely a step up from the value ones. Can of spray paint for about 14 bucks. And the bulbs were, I believe they were $10.99 each, but I think they had a $2 rebate, so let's say 9 bucks per bulb. All in all, I think it's awesome. I think it's great value for what we get for the look in the tank. So, till next time, my friends, take care. See you soon.